Does Disney suck now?
Ooh, so I'm gonna be 100% honest with the audience right now. Does Disney suck now? That was our segue into talking about the good days of Disney. No, but honestly, I mean, I will say Disney has been have a record lately of kind of slowly going downhill. Viewership, all that stuff has gone down. You know, you see that the excitement isn't there like it used to be. What is the greatest Disney animated of all time? I truly believe the 90s animated Disney was one of the most special times in Disney, and I don't think that's just nostalgia speaking, and again, I will prove that with the current box office numbers of Disney has just been doing nothing but going down. So it's not just nostalgia speaking. Disney animation was like the absolute top tier of animation. I mean, it just had a look.
Their movies were timeless for the longest
time. They are. You know those old movies.
Yeah, even their old like Disney Channel movie ones. Like I can go back and I'd be like, dang, that is sick.
Snow White was the first, correct? I think it came out in the 40s.
Was that Snow White or Sleeping Beauty?
I think Snow White.
All right, it's got to be one.
Pretty early.
Yeah.
All right, what's the best one? Come on, give me some of your best.
I mean, there's so many. I have one in particular, but I kind of want to wait. I want to hear your.
Okay.
I know, but I think it's gonna be your same.
What is it? Let's hear it.
Are we talking about like the cartoon?
Sure.
Okay.
Give me your hottest Disney, bro. Whatever you think of the best days of Disney, throw it out there.
I have to do like Pixar and like Disney kind of separate. So best, probably like animation, like cartoon drawing, Robin Hood. But it's
Robin Hood. All right, so good. So not a big
the
one.
music.
So we're talking about crying again.
Yes.
Robin Hood makes me cry.
Robin Hood.
That was a good one.
When Robin Hood
and not one of the big ones. Not like an Aladdin, not a Lion King.
Nope. Robin Hood,
Peter Pan.
Maid Marian dancing, love goes on and on. I'm like, it truly does. That's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. One of my favorite. I'm not going to lock it as my favorite because it's always back and forth.
Yeah.
Robin Hood is absolutely.
Let's see, that was cartoon.
What's yours, Curtis?
Lady and the Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp. Nice.
And I also like 101 Dalmatians.
Okay.
Good.
So he likes the dog ones.
Lady and the Tramp was really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Curtis just likes dogs.
No, but I do. I love dogs. And I had, as a kid, for the longest time, I had one of those 101. Babe, I'm sorry.
Curtis, I thought you were going to say
that was his
Wally.
dog's name.
I had 101 Dalmatians, like with the dog face on it with the red pillow.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I had that till I was like 12 or 13.
Oh.
I was old, man.
Hey, 101 Dalmatians was absolutely great. I really liked the Cruella de Vil because she was a enemy, but a relatable enemy, right? She's the annoying, snobby, overly annoying, rich lady next door. She wasn't lady next door in it, but yeah, just like that woman that we've all kind of came across that has that look of spider fingers and almost like the kind of woman you don't want to cross.
Yeah.
Ricky? Ooh, I need another one.
All right, another one. So this one's more like real, like
okay.
person, like real TV, I guess.
Okay.
Homeward Bound.
Oh, Homeward Bound.
Gets me every time. I'm like, oh, the dog's not gonna make it in the end.
That movie probably made me cry.
That made me cry, dude. That one made me cry.
I forget that was a Disney movie.
That was rough.
That was
awesome.
So my biggest, the ones that I go back with all the time are Lion King and Aladdin.
Those are good. Those are really.
Those are my two that like I really bounce between them. And it almost depends when you ask me. I think the Lion King holds more nostalgic value because it's one of the first movies that I really remember watching with just me and my dad in the theaters. Like just me and him. Everybody else in the family was gone for something. I think a family member passed away or something. So it was just me and him. My dad's like, I'm not going to a funeral. And I'm like, Dad, me neither. So we hung out and bonded over Lion King. Fantastic soundtrack. Fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Not just Circle of Life, Hakuna Matata, all this, just Timon and Pumbaa were such characters. But Aladdin might be my favorite for just overall movie. I love the mystic start of it. Come on down, stop on by, Papa carpets and fly.
We had it on in the store the other day because we watched VHS, and I was singing every single song. I mean, you know the words to every song in that movie.
Whole New World, bro. Do you take a breather when you hear it?
But
do you take a breather? Do you like stop and watch it?
Dude, my wife has such a beautiful voice, dude, that when she sings,
she does.
Yeah, when she sings like Disney songs, it's like, that's what you were like born to do.
Oh,
like, you know what I mean? And it's beautiful.
Can you sing like the Aladdin part with her?
Heck no, man. I can do like that, like what is it, Star is Born, like with Bradley Cooper, like extra low, and that's probably as far as I
didn't
get.
even see that. I didn't even see that movie.
Wow.
My favorite.
Oh, here it is. We've been waiting.
You've been waiting.
Finally.
It's
Can I
by
guess?
Can we
far
guess?
the best one.
Can we guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it animated?
Yeah.
Emperor's New Groove.
No.
Okay.
Ooh,
That's one of my favorites.
No.
that's a good one.
Okay, what is it?
Sword in the Stone.
Oh yeah,
Love
that's
Sword in the
fantastic.
Stone so much.
So good.
I loved Merlin. I loved the little boy. I loved that he turned into the animals when he was a squirrel. And I loved my favorite scene of any Disney movie is when Merlin is battling. I forget her name, but she was the witch.
Yeah.
And they're like doing the spells against each other. And they turn them into dragons. And he tricks them and tricks her and becomes a germ and infects her. And I was like, that's the smartest thing ever.
The biggest
I
standout
loved
for me
it.
in that is the animation style.
Yeah.
Because even though they're Disney, you know, from when it started as cartoons to late 90s, it was very good animation, but it still did have like its iteration of animation. It still changed a little bit, right? It looked different from Aladdin all the way down to Snow White. It had a different feel. And I feel like Sword in the Stone had beautiful animation. And could it have been, or I might be wrong. There was another movie, maybe it was a different one. I'm probably sounding like an idiot, but do we know the one that Don Bluth animated?
I don't know the animator.
Secret of Nim?
Oh, Secret of Nim is so good.
I'm
So
trying to
that was the
remember.
same style. So those were earlier. Those are pretty
Yes.
early movies. I don't know when Sword in the Stone came out. I want to guess the 70s. I want to.
Yeah, Don Bluth animated a few
I think that
movies
is
of that
Don Bluth,
style.
now that
There
I can
are
think
two,
about it.
like,
I think I can
movies.
picture that on the VHS. It says Don Bluth. I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure.
want to sound stupid, but somewhere my brain is somewhere, yeah, like that. I might be dumb.
That was
And
a-
I'm not trying
That was
to
a
like,
dark one. Secret
like
of Nim was
crap on new
dark
Disney
movie.
because I mean they do have pretty good new movies like Up.
Oh, yeah.
oh my
Well,
God.
Pixar.
Yeah,
Pixar. It's
Up,
like what
Up
is
I
it?
still consider kind of older, dude. That's not like new.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, you can't hate on Coco either. Because
I do like Coco.
cry when Coco. That one is a good one.
Oh, Coco got
Coco's
me
great.
too.
Yeah,
I saw
Coco got
Coco in
me, yeah.
theaters, and I always do like to just turn my head and don't look. Just turn my head and don't look. When I feel like too many tears coming, I'm like,
Dude,
nope.
his grandma looks just like my great grandma. So I
She
was like,
does.
oh, good.
She
Darn it.
really does look like
Yeah.
your grandma, your great grandma. Your
And I-
grandma? Great grandma?
I don't know if you met my great grandma. But a little skinnier.
Who's the
and
one I met?
Yeah.
My grandma.
Okay, your grandma. Okay, yeah.
You know, one of my favorite events that I've went to is the Dia de los Muertos. That's like downtown in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh my God, when you go to the cemetery and
Why are you
everybody's all
looking at
dressed
Ricky?
I know.
up. Well, because I don't want to be like a cultural like appropriation, but it's like I love.
Dude, I
seeing
went
all
to
that
a
stuff.
Mexican thing one time.
Yeah.
It was cool. Hey, I really like Sword in the Stone. White
Am I
guy.
allowed to go?
But I mean,
Wait. Are we just picking our favorites by our culture? I played Aladdin in a couple things before. I've been told I look like Aladdin from a few different
Yeah,
things
there,
before.
maybe we are.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We're
can see your shirt
horrible.
off half the time.
What did you liked Snow White? You said right. That was
I was probably like one of the dwarves. Okay, but like what? I mean, like I know we're talking about
Pretty
like
much.
Disney movies that we do like, but like where have they failed in? Like Star Wars, did they go too far with it, or like the Marvel aspect of it when they took over? Those type of things.
I just feel like they've gotten lazy, and I feel like that is apparent in the shows. I wouldn't say that they're bad or poorly animated or anything like, or even that the stories might be bad, but they don't do anything anymore for me, right? I feel like a movie, when you sit there and you feel an emotion, whether it's sad or scared or frightened or you want to cry or you're mad, I feel like, okay, they're doing something. But a lot of the recent Disney movies, at least of what I've seen, I've walked out just feeling very vanilla. Like, all right, yeah, it was all right. That was cool. I like to walk out of movies. I think of, going to the movies, seeing Star Wars Episode 1. I literally remember seeing it in theaters, running down the hallways going, like, I want to be a freaking Jedi. Like, that's what I want movies to do to me, or to set a comedic tone where I want to be funny because, Emperor's New Groove was a hilarious movie. And I thought
was a great
I could be funny if I make funny jokes like this movie,
What was the last great animated Disney movie then?
Encanto,
Encanto?
Was that Disney?
I liked it. Yeah,
Is that?
I think it was right.
Yeah, no, that was Disney.
Pixar, right?
Yeah.
I don't know,
That's
bro.
That's probably after that.
like in the
Coco.
realm of like what we were
Coco was
talking about.
before
with
that.
the early
Oh, I
ones.
know, but
The-
I loved it.
The only one I can think of is maybe Frozen. Frozen was actually pretty good.
Oh yeah.
good.
I did like Frozen.
Mario beat out Frozen for box office. Let's go.
Did it really?
Yeah.
But Frozen was pretty awesome. I mean, I went and saw that a bunch. I have a daughter, and we went, and even my son, we all loved it.
Oh, I liked
Yeah.
it too.
Yeah,
I
everybody
totally loved it.
It's great.
I would say that the last great, right? Because I'm talking like celebrated by everybody. Like this is what we've talked about in video games. Like what was the most last celebrated game where the entire world was like, heck yeah. And I think you might be more right on with Frozen where almost the entire world was like, wow.
Yeah, everybody
Holy, and
loved
what
that.
girl wasn't singing Let It Go?
And that was everybody was kind of blown away
Don't-
by
don't
Frozen.
call me out on that.
Everybody was. Everybody was singing Let It Go.
Singing it.
Yeah, that was I think that may actually been like the last, not personally speaking, but I'm talking like more like just looking at the worldwide celebration.
And when did that come out? 10 years ago
are we
now? I feel like it was
30?
like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
years.
Something like that. So
Yeah,
it's
probably.
almost retro.